Where is everyone? I just come to do my 10 minutes or 15 minutes talk with you all. Where is everyone? Where is everyone? I just come to do my quick 10 minutes talk with you all. You know that I do a 10 minutes talk before I go over to Facebook, right? But I just want to touch on a very Sharma, if everybody just come on quick, because I just want to touch on a very hot topic. Oh, Jesus. I'm cleaning my room. I renovate. I do a deep clean. But I want to touch on a topic tonight of importance quickly. I want to touch on something very quickly, and tonight I'm going to elaborate on it. I'm going to elaborate on it so quickly. Remember, I'm not staying over here. I'm just touching on a topic. And then I come over to Facebook and I'm going to teach tonight. The constabulary force, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, said that one of their members had to be transferred. One of their members had to be transferred because they permitted an illegal the officer permitted an illegal visit that was never recorded in the station diary. So, Jamaica, you hear what I'm saying? So, Jamaica, it was an unauthorized visit. And me said, you know, at the constabulary force said that there was an unauthorized visit that was facilitated by the JCF member on duty. So I want to know if it is illegal or if the visit was illegal and the JCF said Jamaica, the world, forget some audience is not limited to Jamaica. Good night, Globe. Good night. Because tonight is going to be a bangarang over Facebook. All angles can depend on Ali 3 weeks after Top Girl Shana. After going near 4 weeks. And now all angles that take up his story. Come on. When them realize some mainstream media I get a beaten. Nobody now listen to all angles, you know. Over Andre Stevens people are coming. Nobody now listen to them. Only look for forget the news. Tell me only look for forget the true, authentic, unfiltered news. Only look to. So when I see they're going to say, my people, to the world, there was an unauthorized visitor. How come that visitor is not called in for questioning? How come that visitor not called in for questioning? I'm going to say to Jamaica, do you know that one visit can compromise the entire case. Do you know? Me and you don't know. Me and you don't know, Jamaica, what that visit was about. Could it be that Mr. Maitland had a conversation with that artist to give instructions as to out, clip some wings, give orders? Don't you hear about how many people in police lockup will give orders? How many times have you heard of people giving orders from police lockup of who must dead? Did Noel give a hit? Did Noel give an order from police lockup to his alleged entertainer friend to go out somebody? Who? Noel, what was the conversation with the artist and yourself? What was the conversation with the artist and yourself? Did you give instructions as to who are to go down? Did you give the instructions, Noel? Tonight we're going to ask the artist who the gleaner allegedly said showed up with a beauty queen. The gleaner reported, it's not me who said it, Jamaica. The gleaner reported, Jamaica, that the artist with a former beauty queen, went to visit Mr. Maitland at, it's not me say it is the gleaner who reported it on their front page today. So what was the visit about? How did the JCF know the visit happened? This is deep. So tonight, Jamaica, I want us to probe. We're going to scope out. We're going to probe and we're going to scope out tonight. Who was the artist who visited? What was the purpose of the visit? What was the purpose of the visit? Was instructions given to clip wings or to out people? Who, what, how, when? Who, what, how, when? And that is how we're going to solve this puzzle. That's how we're going to solve this puzzle. You're going to tell me a man is in lockup and in less than 96 hours, he was able to have a visitor who was not consensual, who was not even on station records to have visited him, but he came. So now we're going to make the dots, Jamaica. If the visitor who is an entertainer came, now we see why the entertainment fraternity is so silent. Now we see why some of them who are very powerful are selectively silent. Selectively silent. And the Jamaica Constabulary Force cannot summon that artist because what? Why the Jamaica Constabulary Force can't summon that artist? Is it because they cannot fathom another lawsuit from Bert Samuels? Mr. Samuels, you have the Jamaica Constabulary Force at your knees. Wow. Why, Mr. Samuels? Interesting. So because you can't afford another lawsuit. Interesting. Lord God. So Jamaica, is it that? Is it that? Is it that? Isn't that? It's sad and unfortunate, Jamaica. It's very sad and unfortunate. But come over Facebook. Come over Facebook tonight. And let us reason. Let us reason. A man in lockup and a man is able to facilitate an illegal visitor. Not on station records. Do you know how many people have died in this country just by an instruction that has come from a jail cell? Do you know how many Jamaicans have died? How many gang violence have risen up just because of an instruction that comes from a jail cell? Do you know how many Jamaicans have died? How many families have been burnt out just because an instruction came from a jail cell? That visit alone, Jamaica, can compromise the entire proceedings. That visit alone. My Facebook name, all of you, I'll put it in my link right after. One jail cell can turn the entire investigation east, north, south, and west. Could it be that an instruction was given to out the truckman? Could it be an instruction was given to out the Indian man? Could it be that an instruction was given to disappear others? That's a serious thing. So when I see the constabulary force is saying, my God, do you know that artist, you know, sister, Jamaica is not a real place. The man in our high profile investigation, and already the man shows the privilege that he has. Don't you see how Noel is showing how he's bigger than the police force? Don't you see Noel is showing how powerful he is? Don't you see Jamaica, Maitland is showing how dynamic the underworld operates? Don't you see a lawlessness? How could it be that you're in lockup and you are visited by an artist? Unless you say Jamaica is not a real place. Where else in other jurisdictions across the globe could this have happened? Don't you see where we are a failed state, that you have a justice system that a man is behind bars and the man can facilitate and invest a visitor? Wouldn't you be surprised that he's equally able to be on the roads at night? He can come out on the roads at night, do his dirty acts, and then you're saying his alibi is that he's in the jail cell. A man is behind bars and a man is able to facilitate visitors on his timing, on his call, on his instructions. So already what you're seeing, Jamaica. Why you don't place him over the JDF, in the JDF prison? A man like him should be placed in the JDF prison. Because if he can do something like that already, what else is he capable of doing? And look into that now, Jamaica. Look into that and see the scope of what I'm saying to you. A justice system that the police commissioner can come out and say that fake news mashing up investigations. But the police commissioner is not talking about the inadequacies within the Jamaica Constabulary Force. He's not speaking about the caveat, the gaps within the Constabulary Force, that even when an officer is locked up, he can still do what he wants to do. He can have a visitor. So if he can have a visitor, can he equally have a phone? If he has a visitor, that means he equally can have a phone. If he has a visitor, it equally means he can have a phone. I'm going to look into them something, man. So come over Facebook tonight and we're going to go deeper into these investigations. I'm going to put the link in my bio and we will talk further. Good evening, Jamaica and the world.